And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Hey, what's happening with my good peoples, man? I definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody pulling up, man. This Nipsey Hussle sector, man, been going over the roof, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, it's really going to the top, right? But catch this game, man. I want to give a big shout out to Street TV, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Alex is one of the people who was actually in the courtroom during Eric Holder trial. You see what I'm saying? He collected so much data that it got a lot of people, you know, getting a good perspective, right? It's just a perspective, because at the end of the day, Shitty Cuz ain't never zip lip. You got to understand, just imagine when Shitty Cuz come out the gate and really spill the beans and do the interview. I'm pretty sure he got all day in prison. You see what I'm saying? The moment he realized he want to come up out of there and get some money, his interview can probably sell. I ain't gonna hold you, bro, because think about it. The energy he could sell, bro. He could sell that interview, nigga. He could say, nigga, I want $250,000 off the backboard. Let's be honest. Eric Holder could say, I want $250,000 for my interview. He's never said nothing in trial. He's never told nobody what he was doing. To keep it Fendi, he didn't even tell Brian Neither what was his mission, bro. I'm gonna be honest. So before we get into this live, man, I want to holler at y'all about just the game, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the game before we get into this reaction, bro. We talking about Nip, bro. We talking about Nip, right? They ain't gonna never accept your success in the hood, bro. I don't care what gang you from, what hood you from. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. And this is just not me talking on some gangster shit. This is me talking about reality. It don't matter who you are. The streets ain't gonna never accept your success in the hood, because you gotta realize you driving around Crenshaw and Slauson, you in a Maybach. You know what I'm saying? You got $250,000 jewelry on your neck. Somebody is not gonna accept that. I don't care how you cut that, bro. You gotta understand, nigga, you pulling up in the hood with jewelry, you reminding them that they life ain't nothing. How can somebody act like they happy for you? You know what I'm saying? And you come from the same struggle they come from. The same identical struggle, homie. Let's keep it all the way Fendi, man. Nipsey Hussle had enemies. Nip had enemies. You know how factious, you know what I'm saying? How, you know, how vain, you know what I'm saying? How complacent that would be for somebody to say, oh, Nipsey was just love. How? It can't be all love and no hate. So let's get this clear before we get into this reaction. Nipsey Hussle had enemies. And it's those invisible enemies that you never see coming. You got to realize, bro, like, see, I don't care who you are. If Nipsey would have left the hood and got rich and didn't come back, he would have been every disgraceful name in the world under the, I don't care who you are, nigga. I'm going to keep it real with you. Listen, it's impossible, bro. It's impossible, my nigga. It is strictly impossible for Nipsey Hussle to be around Crenshaw and Slauson district, nigga, and not have no enemies. He had enemies, bro. You see what I'm saying? We don't know who his enemies is. But also, let's be clear. Nigga, he a street dude. You see what I'm saying? Nigga come from this blacktop. Nigga had to beat up this blacktop before he made a name in the music industry. You got to get on this concrete jungle and get with the program, bro. If not, you go get ran over. You smell what I'm selling? And it's not pointing certain people out or none of that. It's just what comes with it, bro. They ain't gonna never accept your success in the hood. Think about it, bro. You get to pull up every day in a Maserati. You get to pull up in coupes and Jags. You got a smart store in the middle of Crenshaw District. You understand what I'm saying? You got a smart store. That was unprecedented at that time, bro. You can't touch that. Can't nothing touch that, bro. Nipsey had some real money, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way Fendi. He had some big boy money. You see what I'm saying? Big boy money. You mean to tell me that ain't nobody had their hands out? Nipsey knew he had to give, because if you don't give, what's gonna happen? If you don't feed a dog, it's gonna turn on you. You understand what I'm saying? We finna get into this reaction, but I want y'all to be open-minded, because you know it's a lot of things that Alex said that I agree with, but I still feel I kind of understand where Black Sam was coming from. So in this reaction, it's information and it's a throw off in there, because at the end of the day, we never heard Eric Holder give no statements, kept a zip lip. He never took the stand, never testified. He watched his own homeboy. Yeah, what he did was definitely brutal and vicious, but he watched one of his homeboys, who's supposed to be a shot caller, a G, get on the stand and testify. You see what I'm saying? He testified. You see what I'm saying? I just watched his big homie video. He talking about how he stayed with the chopstick, with the pistol. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, where was your yopstick at with Nip? You always talking about somebody catch a fade. Did Nip get a fair fade, bro? No, a sucker took him out the other way. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, you always want something fair out here, bro. You ain't getting no. I hope the internet keep beating you up on here. You know what I'm saying? Keep beating up this. Let me tell y'all something. The internet, nigga, is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't nobody beating up this internet. It's undefeated. It's zero, nigga. No bonito, no go. You can't beat this internet up. I don't care how you cut it though, right? But nah, man. Hey, I'm gonna just tell you like this. The streets ain't gonna never accept your success in the hood, bro. I don't care how you cut that. You see what I'm saying? You can't double back. You can't backpedal. The streets ain't gonna accept your success, bro. Just imagine you making millions of dollars and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna feel like you ain't doing nothing for them. You see what I'm saying? We talking about Eric Holder, but we ain't acknowledging the fact that Nip had enemies too. You see what I'm saying? We don't know who sent Shitty Cuz, bro. We don't know. Everybody's saying that Shitty Cuz just randomly said, hey, he in Long Beach at the time, right? Come pick me up. We finna go to the Slauson swap meet and go get something to eat. And you got 2 pistols in your hand? You see what I'm saying? Like, who travels from Long Beach to go to the Slauson and get some food with 2 pistols, bro? You see what I'm saying? That was premeditated, man. But anyway, we got Street TV, man. Shout out to Street TV. Spiderlope, Munchie B. They doing strictly politicking. So yes, the politicking goes all the way over there too, man. You know, I don't politic personally, but I definitely, you know, I have an opinion about certain things, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just real. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of cats on the internet, you know, they cherry picking because, you know, you can't handle no nigga like me, bro. I'm not going for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, bro. I'm just telling y'all exactly what it is, man. For all the dudes that be in the comments hating and all that, listen, bro, Nipsey Hussle definitely meant something to the world. He meant something to everybody, bro. And Nipsey Hussle was the definition of an empath. You see what I'm saying? He took care of them kids over there. He gave them kids hopes. You got to realize how many mamas over there in the Crenshaw district every day working an 8 to 12 hour shift. Got to worry about if her son go get knocked down while she at work. I could just imagine. You see what I'm saying? Trying to make it out this jungle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just nigga, that mama working every day. That daddy somewhere working a security job, working a warehouse job. Got to take certain shit that he wouldn't take from somebody on the streets at this job. So he could help pitch in and take care of that boy they trying to raise over there too. You understand what Nipsey did? Nipsey brought them people hustle. He brought his hustle and motivate all my life. Hustle paid the price, sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? I said it backwards, but at the same time, man, look, that man said, nigga, he sacrificed his life to stay in the hood. He sacrificed his life to stay in the hood, bro. He could have went anywhere in the world and lived a happy life and flown off. And look what happened when he stayed there. A sucker knocked him down from his own neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me the world ain't learning from that? What is that? People post, yeah, one bad apple don't spoil the whole. Yeah, I'm real shit. One bad apple don't do it. But you got to understand, Nipsey Hussle meant more than that. He wasn't just an apple in a bucket. You see what I'm saying? That man, he was in his early 30s. You see what I'm saying? He just turned 39. You see what I'm saying? He won't never get a chance to see his 40s, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I won't believe that some smoker just randomly or you know, mental health, you know what I'm saying, patient would just randomly say, hey, I'm gonna just drive. I'm gonna pray that he over there. No, I don't believe that, bro. Like, it to me, I want y'all to be mindful before we get in this reaction. It's a lot of key points Alex said that makes dope sense, but it's a lot of stuff that ain't adding up even behind that, because we still don't know what was on Eric Holder's mind, aka Shitty Cuz. So that being said, let's get to the content. Let's go.
Now, Black Sam recently gave an incredible interview to Big Boy, and about an hour into it, Big Boy asked him about what happened to Nip in that parking lot.
I just realized Nippy is gone. How long he been gone?
Yeah,
5 years.
No, I'm off from this wall. My bad.
The interview that Big Boy and Black Sam did, it kind of reignited a lot of the conspiracy theorists that kind of went away after Eric Holder was found guilty back in 2022. Now, let's keep in mind, Nipsey was killed in 2019. That's 5 years. 5 years. It's been 5 years. Black Sam gives the interview, and now there's just so many people reacting to this interview. In fact, we got 2 clips of this interview. Let's play clip number 1.
Throw it on, you know. At some point, do you feel like any of this is worth it, or were you ready to throw it all away?
Oh no, man. Not 100%. Like, crash out, broad daylight, whoever. And, you know, we start figuring out who the streets was saying it was, and you know, that's what the whole unit was like. Where's this nigga at? And you know, that was the mind space at that point.
Yeah.
Aside from just dealing with, you know, the reality, you know, but it was go time, man. And you know, they're gonna make sure the kids is good, make sure his kids is good, and make sure they keep going.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like, Nip seeing somebody, Eric, and talked, and
I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why didn't in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking.
It's hard for a woman to call out the man and her son. I just need some prayer support.
You know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes, but nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene, because he know what's going on in that parking lot, and had a conversation. Probably seen nobody was in the doorways. Checked Hustle had on shorts. Checked everybody else. Left. They say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it.
All right, man. There's a lot there.
Big boy got some big ass hands. Go ahead.
There's a lot there that Black Sam got the conspiracy theorist thinking. First and foremost, he is alluding that somebody sent Nipsey there. And with all due respect to Black Sam and the family, this case has been investigated like no other case can be investigated. We're talking about cell phone records, communications, search warrants, seizing cars, everything.
In connection to a crime that happened on camera. Go ahead.
Yeah, to a crime that was caught on camera from beginning to the end. So here's the thing. I'm going to disagree that anybody sent them for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, who knew that Nipsey was going to pull up at that shop in the first place? At that time, he pulled up at, let's say, 2:50 p.m. on that Sunday. So if you think someone sent them there, well, then the list is short of how many people knew Nipsey was going to pull up there at 2:50. And from all the testimony.
All right, we gonna stop right there, man. So this how we go do it, man. So let's look at the options there, right? Now that's a good point. That's a good perspective, homie. Without a doubt, that is definitely a good perspective. But at the end of the day, if you go back from where he came from Long Beach. Who's flying around town with two pistols when you're on a date with your girlfriend? You see what I'm saying? Y'all was supposed to go to the Slauson swap meet to, get a t-shirt and go pick up some food. You see what I'm saying? Like, he knew he just got jumped over there weeks ago. You see what I'm saying? And he jumped out with a pistol looking for the certain dudes he was looking for, right? This is what Cowboy said. So that gives us back motive that he was probably pissed off about those rumors, because at the end of the day, what we know about the streets, bro, you cannot say somebody is a snitch without proving the paperwork, bro. You cannot say it. It's a deadly situation and it can potentially get you killed. We can understand that, right? But who goes to go on a date? I ain't never seen a nigga take two pistols on a date with his girlfriend, because that's the way the whole ride started off from what Brian Nita said in her original statements. That, you know what I'm saying? She actually, and this is why I say, how did she get immunity? Because he loaded up the pistol in front of her and you drove him to his destination. He used her as bait. You see what I'm saying? That's the way it looked like, bro. But hey, everybody got their own opinion, but shout out to Alex. Keep doing your thing, bro. You got your data, but it's something bigger than that, bro. And I think a lot of people not just buying Eric Holder came up there randomly on his own and said, you said what to me, Nip? And I'm gonna knock you down, bro. Like, nah, bro. That because Nip was out there too long. Look how, if y'all want to be factual, factual about this, the time. You see what I'm saying? He was already, look, when he pulled up, he don't normally stand out there and talk like that unless it's fans. They kept him outside for a reason. Somebody decided to keep him outside. People was pulling up. Something happened, bro. But at the end of the day, hey, everybody's entitled to say their own opinion. Let's go.
From all the evidence, very few people, if anyone, knew Nipsey was going to be there at 2:50 p.m. He pulls up when he wants to pull up. Now, I do believe maybe Rimpaw was in that parking lot waiting. It looks like Rimpaw, maybe Nipsey and Rimpaw had a rapport. So now you saying if you believe that he was set up.
Wait a minute. Rimpaw wasn't out there by himself. We're going to stop there. Rimpaw was not out there by himself, man. Let's get it.
then you believe Cowboy's part of the setup. You believe Rimpaw's part of the setup.
And boy sends it to send it there.
And there's no evidence whatsoever that there is a link between any of these people and the conspiracy to kill Nipsey. That's the first thing I'll say. Black Sam said, and he just glossed over this, they had a conversation and then he just continued talking. That conversation is
all right. So let me just confirm. Let me bust this down, right? Now Alex know himself, right? This case is 6 years old. They will not reopen this case, bro. This is not a case they go reopen because some convicted felons who got YouTube channels have some great theories and ideas. They're like, oh, that makes sense. Let's retry this person. They're not doing that, bro. So I want to clear that up. But I also want to say this. My standpoint on all of this, it's not about who was already involved with Nipsey's murder. It was about who knew about it and didn't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm coming at it with, like, nigga, you ran right out the door as soon as he stopped shooting. You seen it happen and you didn't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? You was supposed to crash out right then and there, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go.
crucial. That conversation is critical. That conversation changed the whole tone, the body language, the demeanor.
If he was not sent.
If he was not sent. That conversation led to Eric going to the car, loading an unloaded gun. So who's sent to do a homicide and the gun is unloaded? He's loading the gun in front of Bernita Nicholson, who's the driver. And she's like, what the hell are you doing? And he's just sitting there loading up a semi-automatic weapon. The fact that he's loading up a gun at the scene of the crime that is about to become a crime scene is very indicative of not being sent. But what you got to say?
After the argument or the initial?
It's after the argument. After the argument. He had one revolver on him the whole time in his front pocket. But the one that did all the damage was the semi-automatic weapon that he was loading.
He unloaded that after the first interaction.
Wait, say that again?
He loaded up after their initial.
Correct. He went to the car. Okay, he has the conversation with Nip. Then he goes to Master Burger to get the food. Then he jumps in the car with Bernita, and then they park in the alley to eat the food. And while he's there, he's loading up the semi-automatic weapon. Those are all facts. Let's deal with the facts.
I think you're forgetting it. When he got out the car, he put his foot on top of the car, and then did he?
What do you mean?
He got out the car in the alley and put his foot on top of the car,
the hood,
the top of the car, like the chili cheese fries, whatever he ordered.
Oh, it's food, not his foot.
Oh yeah, the food, not the foot. You're confusing me.
Yeah, I thought you said foot.
My bad, excuse me. But he put his foot on top of the car and then proceeded to do what he did. So like that was just like,
it makes you think he was deciding at that time what I should do, and it was impulsive.
Nah, it's just right on schedule with a person that's off.
I think when you look at him in the Master Burger after the conversation with Nip, you see Eric Holder
pacing,
contemplating and pacing, and you could tell there's something heavy on his mind. It's that conversation that Black Sam just kind of just skipped over. They had a conversation, and that was it that Sam addressed regarding.
All right, so this is my standpoint. Now, what Alex is saying is you can see some on his chest. Some is on his chest, right? But catch this game, though, right? If somebody pissed you off, made you that bad, bro, because from what Alex, I don't know if Spider and Munchie is agreeing to that, but at this is where I stand at. If Shitty Cub was that mad, then why did you shake their hands? This is what I'm saying. Why did you shake their hands, bro? If you was that hot, I'm not shaking your hand, nigga. You disrespect me, bro. I'm gonna walk away from you. If I'm gonna do something to you, I'm gonna walk away, bro. I'm not finna neighborhood. I ain't finna do all that, bro. I'm not holding hands and kicking cans with nobody. You disrespect me or you offend me, bro. I'm not shaking your hand. Let me just, you know how fatuous that is to believe that? Like, let me just tell y'all this, and we gonna get back to it, man, because you know I come from a street perspective, bro. It's a lot of people out here, bro, that you know what I'm saying, that and if so, that don't make him a real nigga. You was fake. You shake the nigga hand and then you leave and you come back and you knock him down. It's what honor is in that. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody giving him a way out. The throw off is, oh, he got mental health issues. He could comprehend of get in a car and knock a female. You see what I'm saying? So no, bro. Me personally, the handshake for me, let me know you wasn't, nigga, you in there. Yeah, he's right now, he's trying to plot. This how I take him in there. Plotting, trying to figure out how he go do it. Everybody know when you go on your first drive-by or when you finna go knock something down, I don't care who you is, bro. Your heart go, nigga, listen, bro. I remember my first time, nigga, the heart was pumping. I don't care how tough you are, bro. When you jump in that car and it's time to go, your heart go jump, bro. Because you still trying to make sure you go get away. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking he mad of what Nipsey said. Straight up, bro. Because Nipsey is not reckless with his words. He's not reckless. Nip is not reckless. You see what I'm saying? So whatever he said couldn't have offended him that bad, bro. Let's go.
In the conversation, but I think the conversation is bigger than what he's talking about. And then also the girl testified, Bernita Nicholson, that the conversation was not friendly. This was not a friendly conversation, everybody. You know, Cowboy wants to say it was a conversation where there was no issue. It was a friendly conversation. Well, why is Bernita Nicholson saying they're calling each other snitch and there was tension and it was unpleasant?
No, honestly, when I heard it back, when I heard her interrogation, it was more aggressive coming from Eric Holder than Nipsey. Just like Cowboy said, though, I ain't gonna cap, because the grand jury was kind of different, the statement, but different from when I heard her like talking, her audio.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they only released like a minute of that audio.
But she said that Nipsey was just more dismissive, like he don't want to talk to him, and he was more so like, well, ain't you a snitch? It was the aggression more so came from him.
Can I add?
Which I was like, and now like that.
If now y'all heard what Munchie B said, right? If Nipsey was dismissive, why didn't his big homie do anything about that, gang? Why didn't his big homie get him up out of there? You understand what I'm saying? Think about look what Munchie B is saying. If he was dismissive, that means that he wasn't at ease. He was uncomfortable. And you can see that in him because he's a calm person. You should automatically knew this dude is making Nip uncomfortable. Why you didn't get him up out of there? Why you let that man stand in front of that man and have a toxic conversation? Let's go. It ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing.
That's kind of different from what I thought I heard like maybe whatever amount of years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because initially it was Nipsey was calling him a snitch.
Right. And now
turns out they were both calling each other snitch. But what was you gonna say,
I
Spider?
just want to add that initially from the streets, direct communication. Rest in peace to the homie neighborhood Nip the Crip. But I heard more than just asking about it. I heard he kind of went big and told everybody else, like in the store, his money ain't no good over here till he straightened his shit out, and kind of like went big on the boy.
Now, I think you're absolutely right, Spider, because when you look at if you zoom in your editing software, there's a lot of body language from Nipsey, arms moving, a lot of pointing is aggression. Mm-hmm. And I could tell you, I've had an aggressive conversation with Nip. I've been there with Nip before. And
all right, so right now the homie Spider is all right. That's new to us. Spider put it out there. I guess look, like I said, I ain't heard all of this, but we gotta pay attention now. So basically, what I think what they're alluding to is saying that Nipsey did disrespect him. Nipsey disrespected Shitty Cuz. You see what I'm saying? So even so, if I'm pretty sure people was around seeing that, right? So what Spider saying is that he told niggas that his money ain't good over here until we clear that up, right? Okay, well, we got to get back to his big homie. That still leaves him as a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like that. His big homie, nigga, if you knew his money ain't no good here, then why you let that nigga walk up in front of a Grammy-nominated artist, a millionaire? Nigga, Nip wasn't just that nigga had big money. Nip had big money, bro. He didn't have no small change. We talking about that Nia Long money. You see what I'm saying? And he had Lauren London on his side, movie deals, Puma continent. Come on, bro. Too big, bro. He was too big, bro. So yeah, nigga, all right, it's possible.
I was like, I seen that side.
too.
Okay, you too. Yeah.
Yes.
And I've seen that side after 2011.
I gained the respect for him when he did it because he assumed that he could get away with it when I didn't know if he knew he could. And we kind of bonded after we had that bump of heads that time. I respected it. Rest in peace, Puto. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Goddamn.
See, I got caught up in the middle of the situation between him and Big U in 2011 because prior to that situation, I was friends with both of them. But after 2011, you had to pick a side.
So at 2019, from your personal experience, had they graduated beyond that?
I believe they mended all issues. Now, if you think Big U has something to do with it, 2011 was 8 years prior to this. So you think Big U was holding a grudge for 8? He waited 8 years to do, as much you would say, his big one 8 years later. But nah, you guys are leaving out him on the yacht with Nipsey
in New York
with Nipsey, giving Nipsey an award, and Nipsey's there like smiling as big as you can smile, cheesing, getting an award. Everybody leaves all of this stuff out, right?
From a personal perspective, when Nipsey died, I and Nipsey had some very intense conversations regarding the YG and Big Bootaroo from Treetop. And when Nipsey passed, I talked to Big U very shortly thereafter, and I was surprised to find out Big U knew everything that me and Nipsey had been talking about in that recent time. So I'm aware that Nipsey and Big U was having an amicable conversation and dialogue, and Nipsey was sharing things with him that he was dealing with in politics because there was no other way for Big U to be aware of that.
And I think it's completely natural and normal in these environments that we grow up in where bros are going to clash. And they clashed in 2011. There's no doubt about it. In 2011, they clashed. But what does that got to do with what happened with Eric Holder in 2019, 8 years later?
But the only thing I missed that was key that I just heard right now that I missed when I was listening to the Big Boy interview, he said he was he alluded to Eric Carter being nervous, and that's why he came the first time with his shirt off. Then he came with the red shirt on. What he did throughout like with the alley and the red shirt, that's what he's supposed to do from the gate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really catch that the first time. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, the Marathon store and the Sloss and Swap meet and a lot of surrounding venues or places sell red shirts. So much as I wanted to just
but he was saying liquor stores. You know, liquor stores only sell white and black shirts.
He didn't use the word liquor at all.
He did.
No, I think he did.
He said liquor store.
I think he did say liquor store.
So the point is
right. All right. So I think right there, man. All right. So we're gonna do it like this in the comment sections, right? I want y'all to put it there because y'all don't realize a lot of people read y'all comments. The comments, the likes be having like, man, they be up there. So put y'all opinions in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hey, man, it's hard to tell. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's really hard to tell, gang. It's hard to tell because at the end of the day, on one hand, Spider Loke is saying that Nipsey Hussle, you know, basically made him feel like he wasn't welcome in his plaza, and that is Nipsey Hussle's plaza. That's his place of business. He can say who's wanted and who's not wanted if he want to. So that's new to us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spider Loke. He put it out there. I guess we got to run with that. If I'm missaying it wrong, holla at me, Spider. But we didn't know about that. We didn't know, you know, Nip told him like, nigga, your money ain't good over here. Or maybe Spider saying alleged. But that is, you know, but my thing is this takes me back to if you on a date with your girlfriend, they wasn't posted. Why would you pull it from LA, from Long Beach to LA with a blue rag on your neck? That blue rag to me let me know he was on this gangster shit. Only time a nigga normally pick up that rag when a nigga going to do some gangster shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless you going to the hood, unless you finna do something. When you put the rag on your neck, nigga, that's that soldier rag. You see what I'm saying? When you throw it on the neck, see, it's a symbol of war. When you put it on your head, that's a representation. But when you put it on your neck, nigga, that's that soldier knot. You see what I'm saying? Like a nigga getting ready for combat, bro. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So I don't want y'all to and don't get it twisted. Everybody is just having opinions on the internet. It's not about who's right, who's wrong. Hey, man, that's why it's called freedom of speech, man. You know how complacent that would be for somebody to say, no, you're wrong, I'm right, and nobody talked to Eric Holder. Nobody literally talked to him. So it's not like, you know, it don't matter what's been said. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't heard it from the horse's mouth, homie. We haven't heard it from the dude who actually went on this mission, you know what I'm saying, and did what he did. That sucker shit. You see what I'm saying? We ain't heard, you know, what was his reason why, what was his thoughts. Brian, we only going off of what Brian Nita said. We don't know what was in Shitty Cuz head that day, but we can have an assumption. And the rules of engagement is you don't put nothing past nobody. I don't care what it is. So, you know, Spider, Munchie B, Alex, everybody, they got their opinion like everybody else on the internet. You just don't put nothing past nobody. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. But I will say this. The person who has the most data, you know what I'm saying, that was collected, transcript-wise, is Alex. Alex was in the courtroom, and he's going off of what Brian Nita said and what Cowboy said. We've never heard from Renpaw, Cousin Carrie. We haven't heard from the people that was there. So the only data or the information that you can collect at this point is basically coming from, you know, Cowboy and Brian Nita, because Eric Holder ain't never said nothing. Just imagine when he do drop his interview. When he drop his interview, it's gonna set the internet on fire. It's 6 years. It might be 10 years. You see what I'm saying? He might do it when he's 60. But whenever he do it, appreciate the super chat. Yeah, whenever he do it, I want to make sure that I'm clear. It's going to set the internet on fire. Why? Because information is powerful. Everybody still want to know, hey, bro, why you kill Nip? What was the reason why you killed Nip? That's why the internet is popping right now. Because no matter how much we talk about it, it's some naysayers who believe by us having an opinion about, you know, what happened and why people didn't do nothing about it, that can potentially get somebody in jail. And that's not the case. We just heard Alex state that they didn't ran. You know how much money? First of all, it costs money to reopen up a case. Let's be clear. So that's why I say get involved. The Nipsey Hussle sector is up, nigga. The internet is undefeated. Let's be clear. Black Sam did that interview. It had created a Nipsey Hussle sector, and it's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You see Spider Loke and Munchie B, they got their opinions about it. Alex, everybody got their opinions about it. So put it in the comments how y'all feel about it. Let's get it. Let's get to this content, man.
It still is.
But they said around here, don't know stores, not even Inglewood, Compton, no liquor stores they only sell white or black.
The Marathon store itself sells red shirts.
Yeah, they do.
Not plain red shirts.
It's not that, bro.
I'm saying I'm being verbatim what he
didn't you say plain? So you adding words.
Okay, but
he said don't know liquor stores around here.
Okay, but what's more
red shirts?
What's more
liquor
important,
stores, bro?
What's more important? What point was Black Sam trying to make by saying that?
He just saying somebody sent them, but everybody alluding that if he's saying then somebody sent them, it had to be Big U because Big U the biggest name through there, and they know they had differences over the years. Rolling 60s is one of the deepest hoods in LA County. He could have been alluding to anybody else. It didn't have to just be Big U.
Yeah,
and if he's gonna be that bold, it seemed like, you know, he would at this point, if he wanted to, speak directly about who he chose to speak about.
Because it ain't no statutes of limitation. That's telling, bro.
I mean, if that's the case, he still is insinuating.
He alluding.
Yeah,
I mean.
Yeah,
he could have just said what he originally said. I don't want to talk too much about it, and then just ask Big Boy what's the next question. But he gave his little theory hypothesis that was alluding to somebody from the set sent him that had a grudge with him, and everyone now on the internet is pointing to one guy.
Oh.
All right, so let me just say this because I know y'all talk a lot of I don't believe that, you know, Big U sent him. I just don't believe that, right? But a lot of people believe that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But let's be clear, right? Black Sam, man. I think it's so factious and complacent for somebody to think, you know what I'm saying, he can't tell his story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Alex on this one, bro. I get what you're saying, Alex, but he a grown man, bro. Black Sam a grown man like everybody else. we can't tell nobody how to say nothing, bro. We can't tell nobody what they should do and all that shit, man. Black Sam is a millionaire who don't have to hang with none of us. You know what I'm saying? So what he said was what he said, man. You know, I gotta say that because I think a lot of people feel like, you know, Black Sam should have did it a certain way. I think Black Sam did it the way he felt comfortable saying it. And I respect it. You see what I'm saying? I don't care that he didn't say no other names. I don't care. He was very, you know, indecisive. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, shit, man, you know, he opened up the gates. And here we are today, homie. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got freedom of speech, man. If y'all want to be so real about this, y'all heard what's going on in Aurora, Colorado? They have some Salvadorian gang members hijacking apartment buildings. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that that's going on. They just approved for, you know, certain people to come to America and they get $100,000 for their first time buying a house, and taxpayers can't even do that themselves. So we got those type of issues going on. So when it comes to this content on the internet, bro, I think we got way bigger issues to be pressing than, you know, how somebody really said something. You know what I'm saying? Or who can say what? Like, he grown, bro. So yeah, Alex, that's my standpoint on that. And we gonna get to it. Let's go. But shout out to Alex, man. He really grinding with well, he has the data, and that's key. Can't nobody trump that. Alex got the data, so you know he will have a different insight. But I tell everybody, man, you can have your own. Let's go.
Okay, like you
Right?
said from the set though. Why when he made when he said what he said, why do everybody assume that he talking about Big U? Because they had the history they had over the years. Because, like I said, Rolling 60s from Western, damn near to fucking La Cienega. I mean, La Brea. Well, you think couldn't have been nobody else that had an issue with him or sent that man other than Big U? Why they assuming him?
Well, they did. Thanks to Black Sam, he did mention DJ Khaled. There are scenarios that everybody are expounding on that include DJ Khaled. So maybe that's kind of leading people to think that both conversations are connected.
No, Big Sam brung up the Big U situation, but you have J Cats, like we ain't got to name him, and he placed himself being one of the dudes that ran DJ Khaled off. But guess what? When Black Sam said what he said, it went without incident. Everything went good. So that's what I'm saying. Like the internet go do what it do, man. And people, you know what I'm saying? We just got people in the right places, the sections and all that shit in real time. They know what time it is, but I don't believe Big U had anything to do anything. I don't even think he was sent. If so, that was very messy. I think he got mental health problems, drug problems, and he did what he did off of impulse and being emotional.
And he's still not speaking. At this point, somebody that was sent that did what he did would have broke by now, I believe, and told everything.
Yeah. I think Munchie is 100% correct. The way you just described it.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody got their theory. You know what I'm saying? I can't disagree with nobody. I'm not gonna disagree with nobody in their theory, right? But I'm gonna say this though, bro. It don't take a rocket science to know what nigga jump in the car with 2 pistols on a date with his girlfriend. Brian Nita said they was going out on a date. So you throw off the date, you had not one chopstick. Who slide around with 2 of them though? You see what I'm saying? And I possibly believe it's some people out there, and I gotta disagree with that. I definitely disagree. Spider said he would have broke. I don't think I don't think he would have broke. It's some cats out here that's solid. You see what I'm saying? That's like saying a nigga go to jail and you know what I'm saying, by now he'll finally admit that who really killed the person. Nah, bro. I think he's strong enough. He's strong enough. He been through enough. They already done got him up in the county jail. He still ain't made no statements. I think he was he trained to go. He TTG. He was TTG. But once again, I think they all make good points in this video. I think the internet is undefeated. I don't think the internet go for half of everybody's theory, man. Everybody putting different theories in the comment section. It's way bigger than that. It's even a theory about Jay-Z being involved with this. You know what I'm saying? So it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And these are just theories. I don't think nobody is right or nobody's wrong, because we ain't heard from the horse's mouth. Let's get to this content out, nigga. Let's go.
He got emotional. He's probably, hey, we learned a lot about his mental state during sentencing. Unfortunately, it didn't come up during trial, but during sentencing, man, we learned about electroshock treatments, all these pills he was taking since he was young.
What about the drugs mixed with the mental state?
And that's unpredictable what you're gonna get out of that.
I want to mention a couple more things. Black Sam in that clip said that the red shirt was supposed to be the throw off, but it can't be a throw off when you already showed yourself in front of everybody. Like he already got out the car, shook everyone's hand, had a conversation.
I
so
think
you
he
can't
was
throw
saying-
anyone
I think
off.
He was saying the fact that he had the red shirt on deck and you can't get in the area. That was his initial plot for a throw off.
Oh, like he already had it.
Yes, that's what's his point. He was
Okay.
like, he came over there with these intentions with a red shirt. You can't get one in the area. He only came without it at first to scope out to make sure he wasn't getting in the shootout.
And he said initially he came here and approached just to check it out because he was nervous in the first place.
Well, the body language of Eric Holder when he got out the car does not show a nervous person. He was greeting everybody. He shook Rimpaw's hand, he shook Nipsey's hand, and he shook Cowboy's hand. And actually, I think he didn't shake Nipsey's hand when he left because Nipsey was engaged in a conversation with cousin Carrie, so there was a little bit of a distance. But it seemed like a regular pull up. Hey, with the homies. But there was reference to Nipsey saying, "Oh, there goes Shitty. What is he doing here?" You know, it was already like, bro ain't supposed to be here. You know, how is this gonna play out? You know, how is this gonna go?
I heard that phrase.
Yeah.
Point.
So
If he was sent like you said, bro, they would have drove by.
Who said? Because none of us think that.
No,
Oh, okay. You
I'm
talking in
saying
third person?
he perhaps wasn't sent like you
Okay.
said, because
Okay.
if he was, you know, me and you, we know the protocol, bro. You drive by and see exactly what you're going to get. There's no need to come with the shirt, order the fries and all that. Nobody sees you. You drive by, you see it. You go put your red shirt on, tiptoe up from the Slauson side. Don't come from that side. Come from that side, get your man and be ducked off.
now let me ask you: does this sound like the activity of a guy that was sent to go do something? Go in the store, order some chili cheese fries, then not have enough money, go to the car and ask Bernita for a couple more dollars so I can go buy a drink.
And let the broad come out, ask for a picture with me.
And then, well, he didn't have any control over that.
Yeah, no. If you driving her, if she driving you to go,
you tell her to stay in the car.
no, if you driving her to come put us some work and go accomplish something, why would this female hop out and take a picture?
That's a good point. That's a good point. If you got someone driving you to go do some dirt and that's the plan, she never gets out the car. She's getting out the car to take a picture with Nick.
Keep it
That's a
running.
killer under pressure, contemplating in real time. It probably would have something that could have happened that made him change his mind, but whatever that was didn't happen.
The conversation, man.
Mhm.
I think he'd be shot up like that. Based on me being a across the street, down the street rival, I believe he'd be shot up like that
Every time you go through there.
often.
Yeah, and I don't think it's unusual for this girl, Bernita Nicholson, who's only dated him for a month, to see him with guns. She testified that every time she was with Eric, he had guns. She said when he went to his apartment with his uncle, they had guns. So in a 1 month period of dealing with Eric, guns was normal.
Was there any confirmation that she was a Hoover affiliate or anything?
Now, Munch and I talked about this the other day.
We talked about that, right? We talked about right. And I'm standing on it.
I'm standing on it. The
Hold
girl
on.
that was a
Hold
Hoover.
on.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food.
Bernita Nicholson.
Hold on, you doing the Munchie and Spider Low?
Are two different women.
Hold on, Alex B. Alex Lowe, you doing the Munchie and Spider Low? Hold on,
3-8, 8-3.
Now, the girl they sent from Hoover, not her. She had history with this particular Rolling 60. I ain't gonna say her hood name, but she had history with this particular Rolling 60, and that's where it get intertwined at.
Okay, but that's not the question Spider asked. Spider asked.
No. I just threw my little 9s and 2s in
I
there.
just
But
want to know if did she ever confirmed having
No, I want to make that clear that Bernita Nicholson, the girl who was dating Eric Holder for that month, has no gang ties whatsoever.
No.
She's a square. she worked as I don't want to say a nurse,
a Lyft driver. She did some little, probably some in-home care type.
She did some in-home care type stuff. She was Lyft drive. She met him Lyft driving.
Yeah.
And they both lived in Long Beach.
So good girls love bad boys. Y'all gotta figure it out, good girls.
And I think she was a girl that was desperate for some male attention.
That's what it is. It ain't nothing, but
she I don't want to say
kickback.
She was just a young lady that was desperate for male attention. Eric Holder shot his shot from the back of that Lyft.
They had sex a few times.
And they exchanged information, and they had a 1-month relationship. All right. There's no other history between this girl and Eric Holder.
That's deep.
And let's see. The last thing I want to say about that last clip is that I don't know how Black Sam can come to the conclusion that he was supposed to hit that alley from the jump and shoot Nipsey like that. He believes his plan was to do that from the beginning. If you just watch it play out, you can tell that he just can't. He decided to do this as he was there.
Well, like I said, I look at it like a brother grieving, and he want to know why. He just ain't go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he's thought about this probably more than all of us.
He just not thinking rash. He logically, bro. I never lost a sibling. You know what I'm saying? So he thinking like, nah, this ain't. You know what I'm saying? It can't be.
He's aware of all the current tensions, and when something that unexpected happens,
but the current,
it's natural for you to just like, damn, we was into it all in. It might be totally unconnected, but I think you naturally start when something that unexpected happens.
All right, so let me say this, right? Everybody seen what happened to the late great Nipsey Hussle, right? Only person who got the original footage is Black Sam. Now y'all gotta understand, y'all don't know he has the original footage. The only footage that the footage we watched was from the Shell's gas station on the other side. Let's put this in perspective now, right? That was a smart store. So I would assume because of the technology that they had, that recorder had audio. You see what I'm saying? They were so close. We don't know how long that range was. That was a smart store. It didn't just record. It recorded audio as well. You see what I'm saying? Black Sam got the footage. I know, I think, Street TV, you know what I'm saying? Straight Politic and Munchie B, Spider Low. They have a great insight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We don't know who's right or who's wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's no wrong answers because we ain't heard from Eric Holder. You see what I'm saying? But I believe and looking at logic and each man had their own perspective. Munchie B could be right. Spider Low could be right. Alex could be right. But it's also people that have different theories and perspectives as well. You see what I'm saying? Smoke News, you know what I'm saying? Views of a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have dope opinions. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to the top tier. So with that being said, gang, that's why you still have your own mind, have your own insight, your own perspective. I don't want to deter anybody to see it just my way unless you can see it that way. And that's just what it is, man. But at the same time, shout out to everybody from Straight Politicking, man. Munchie B, Alex, and Spider Low. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I call Spider Low Bay Machiavelli, man. That's Mr. Bay Machiavelli over there. Shout out to bro. But let's get it. And run the content out, nigga.
And you have things that could have possibly brought about that type of result in play. It's just hard for him to separate the two.
But as far as this internet shit, I answered it maybe last year, June, doing a podcasting thing, and I'm starting to know you can't give everybody attention because you got people like Loose Cannon that will derail you, and he got a cold imagination, attention seeker, and he got mental health problems. So like you can't listen to people like that. And we talking about real life situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Before we play the second and last clip, I just think that undermining the conversation that Nips and Eric had is going to cause you to lose why what happened. Cowboy does that. doesn't really want to talk about the conversation that Eric and Nipsey had, and Black Sam doesn't even want to address that conversation. I think to a certain degree, it tarnishes Nipsey's legacy to a certain extent, because as a multimillionaire, as a top rapper, as this mogul, you out there politicking some snitch stuff that's really at the end of the day not your lane. And Cowboy knows that.
I don't think it tarnishes reputation. I mean, it's legacy. It's a question mark, and it's left to everybody. Whatever you want to go with, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own conclusion to go draw. The only person really knows is Rand Paul. Rand Paul's still around.
Look,
Rand Paul talked to Big Sam. I mean, Black Sam. Believe it.
Here's how it tarnishes it. We talked about this before with T.I. and other people. What percent of the people care about who snitched on who?
Very few.
So what percent of the fans would be very disappointed that you were having a snitch conversation?
No, some people might be fueled by
large, yeah.
No, they be fueled by that, like, oh, Nipsey a real when he pressed this line.
That's the small group
trying to make.
Yeah, that's the minority. Most of the people do not care who's snitching on who.
How do we know that's the minority though?
What?
Now, how do we know that's the minority?
Real is always rare, bro.
That's what we going off of?
I mean, what else? Morals over money. Money usually is more popular. You know, you're taking a rare approach when you say morals over money.
You said morals over money. You said the opposite.
That's the rare. That's the real. Real is rare.
Yeah.
The average person is going to pick monies over morals.
Yeah. So all right. So let's go to the second clip.
Not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come. You're gonna tuck your tail and be humble. And if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left tell me everything I need to know. It was no argument. You know, it was no sense of threat. Because with that come.
All right, so boom. This is why I say everybody have your own opinion. Because if he was disrespected, why did you leave? 9 out of 10, you're going to get mad. You're going to get down where you get mad at. Bro, it would have been nothing because he already had the guns. Nigga, fuck the little cheeseburger, nigga, and the chili cheese fries, nigga. You was just disrespected. So what made you go around the corner and come back? Nigga, you would have just whipped out like, nigga, that's what you on, nigga, boom, boom, and handled your candle. I don't know too many gangbangers that gotta leave and come back to come get at you. You see what I'm saying, nigga? Niggas like, nigga, that's what you on? All right, cool, nigga, and get down with you. Like, yeah, nigga, I need that. Why you just didn't squabble with him right then and there? Why didn't you do something to Nip right then and there? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say they have their opinion. Everybody on the internet have their opinion. I have my opinion. That's what I had to, you got to question that. The math ain't mathing. Let's be clear. The math is not mathing, gang. The math is absolutely not mathing. Because if you look at that, if he was disrespected in that caliber, we know, nigga, think about it. If you're in the penitentiary and a nigga call you a snitch in the pen, nigga, and he got something on him, he finna stab you up right then and there. He's not finna wait. He's not finna do none of that. You understand what I'm saying? So we know how the streets go, man. You know, unfortunately, we do got niggas that talk behind your back and then dap you when they see you. We got those type of people in the world. The same motherfucker that you be dapping with, like, oh, what up, my boy? What up? That's the same nigga that's talking behind your back. It's people like that in the world. We got to believe that exists. But, you know, somebody tell me what made that nigga not get off on Nip right then and there. That accusation, think about it. He already came from, he had a revolver already. You see what I'm saying? He had the revolver. He could have whipped out the revolver right then and there. Bow, 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 6 shots. That was enough. He didn't use the other one anyway. You see what I'm saying? So 2 pistols. How many niggas you know with 2 pistols, gang? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, 2 pistols, nigga, that's the art of war. You see what I'm saying? That is the art of war. You can't, nigga, what? Man, come on, nigga, jump out and paint your shirt like Picasso. 2 pistols, nigga, come on. I'm gonna knock the batteries out your back. I'm finna unplug something with 2 pistols, bro, for sure. You know what I'm saying? With 2 pistols, nigga, yeah, nigga, that way, nigga, over around the corner, jumping out, nigga, full court press. Yeah. So that's why I have a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have a different perspective, because if he was disrespected that bad, right? Even when he went to get his food, he didn't have to leave. Why? You understand my logic? He could have easily went to the car, put the food in. It only take a couple of seconds to load up your other gun and walk right back up. To put on the red shirt and come back, bro, the math ain't mathing. It's just not mathing. You see what I'm saying? So we back at ground zero. We back at ground zero. Dope logic, Spider, dope logic, Munchie B, dope logic, Alex. But why didn't you leave? And there's so many different theories of people can say, oh, because of this and because of that. So it's just up for grabs, man. Y'all leave y'all opinions in the comment section, man, so I can get a chance to read them. And I might bring it up on the next live. Let's get it. Let's run this content out, nigga.
Like, hey, be on deck. It was none of that. It was just, to me it was.
Okay, guys, take it away.
Downward dog sweaters.
Branded Sage.
We need new sound
Yoga
bowls.
mats.
Let me come through. Let me see what's going on, and then let me, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't to me that don't, whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and Mag got the reverses. I mean, got the charges reversed, because Hussle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But
see,
I think it's gonna come to the light.
All righty. So
come on, bro. That say a lot.
Yeah, let me go through.
He said a little too much right there.
Yeah, let me go through the main points of that.
That's not saying too much.
Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Let's
run that back. Let's run that back.
That didn't justify, or that didn't. Okay, you may have, but it wasn't a lot of unanswered. Look your tail and be humble.
Money usually is more popular. You're taking a rare approach when you say morals over money.
You said morals over money. You said the opposite.
That's the rare. That's the real. Real is rare.
Yeah.
The average person is going to pick money's over morals.
Yeah. So all right. So let's go to the second clip.
Not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come. You're gonna tuck your tail and be humble. And if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hussle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left tell me everything I need to know. It was no argument. It was no sense of threat. Because with that come, like, hey, be on deck. It was none of that. It was just, to me it was, let me come through, let me see what's going on, and then let me, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't to me that don't, whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and Mag got the reverses. I mean, got the charges reversed, because Hussle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But
see,
I think it's gonna come to the light.
All righty. So
Come on, bro. That say a lot.
Yeah, let me go through.
He said a little too much right there.
Yeah, let me go through the main
Hold
points
on.
of that.
That's not saying too much.
Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I want to go through the main points of what he just said. One thing he says is there was no argument. That's untrue. He said that any dialogue, it wasn't aggressive. That's untrue. And let me just remind everybody, I was at the trial and I heard all 15, 20 witnesses that came to court. Nip brought something up. You see how he downplayed that? No, Nip brought something up that was very crucial. The dialogue, whatever the dialogue was, Black Sam says, it doesn't justify what Eric did. I agree, but the streets don't always agree with that.
But then he added,
and then wait, the last point. And then he says he came there for a reason, and
he said he probably
the evidence doesn't
came for a reason. And when he was asked what he asked, he said maybe the charges was reversed, meaning he's assuming Eric came there to ask Nipsey about a similar situation of himself.
And they were, what I didn't understand, even while I'm listening to the witnesses, was who was really calling who a snitch.
That's what he just made.
Yeah, but he said the charges was reversed.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised to hear.
But see, no one knows that because Cowboy and Rimpaw are the only two people that could really tell us what was in that conversation. We already know.
Boom. There you go right there. That's it. That's it. We heard what Cowboy said. We ain't heard what Rimpaw said. Now, they got documentation on Brian Nita and her statement. But if y'all want to go watch, y'all go to Alex, Brian Nita interrogation interview. Brian Nita said that Nipsey was not aggressive at all. In fact, she heard Eric Holder, Shitty Cuz, ask Nipsey Hussle, was he a snitch? So that takes us back to what Wack 100 said on Adam 22. You see what I'm saying? That takes us back to, you know, the snitching allegation that's coming out and all that shit. So much, bro. But same time, that takes us back to the drawing board. That's how I said this rabbit hole goes so deep because once again, we haven't, you know, Alex got the data. He heard all the witnesses' testimonies. He heard all of that. But the main key people that's important would be Eric Holder and Rimpaw. Nipsey can't say nothing. Cowboy already told his side. So only two people and Kerry, cousin Kerry. Them the only three people that ain't heard that gave a statement about, you know, what really happened, bro. So, you know, it's still up in the air, man. I think Alex, you know, he wanted to clear the air. You know what I'm saying? And he has his own perspective, but I don't think the audience is, everybody in the Nipsey Hussle sector is just gonna, all right, we could debunk all these theories and leave this alone, bro. It's so much more to this, bro. And we ain't heard from everybody. So it's no right or wrong, man. So shout out to Alex though, man. Like I said, I like to hear people's opinions because at the end of the day, where's the truth and where's the lie? Because if y'all really want to think about this, how did Brian Nita get immunity? She literally watched this man load up his gun, jump out the car and say, I'll be right back, go kill Nipsey and pick him back up and get up out of there. Come on, bro. How did she get immunity? It's bigger than that, bro. And I get it. Like, even myself, I can't say certain things. You know what I'm saying? The things I say is just hypothetical perspectives and scenario. I would never like deeply, you know what I'm saying? You know, get deep, because that ain't my place. But at the same time, it's a lot of y'all that can say certain shit. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. Let's run this content out, nigga.
You know, we already know Cowboy doesn't want to deal with that conversation.
Rampaw
ain't
gonna talk. Yeah, Rampaw was there for the whole conversation.
Yeah, I just said that. Didn't I say that? Rampaw,
Cowboy.
You said Rampaw and Cowboy were there for the entire conversation.
Okay.
Now the girl, Bernita, she jumped out the car and heard about a minute and a half of the 4-minute conversation. So about 2.5 minutes she wasn't even there for. So even Black Sam don't even know what that conversation is unless he's going by Cowboy.
Like Spotter pointed out, keyword, the charges was reversed. What do that mean?
He shocked me with that.
It sounds like Ned might have brung up some snitch allegations to Shitty, and then Shitty reversed it and said, ain't you a snitch?
See, the girl confused me because Bernita Nicholson testified that that Eric was calling Nip a snitch.
And Black Sam is saying Nip flipped it on him. You bringing this up to me. Now I'm finna ask you something.
Hey, so he's giving us something that we he's
Yes.
helping us understand Bernita Nicholson's testimony now.
Right.
As a child, my world was forever changed. He took everything from me.
All right, there you go, man. You see what I'm saying? There you go, right there. So now this rabbit hole is finna get deep. Now, so since everybody want to shred away from, you know, certain individuals, now you got to start looking at Brian Nita. You see what I'm saying? Because Brian Nita, if you go down this rabbit hole and you get back to the drawing board, Brian Nita, go watch her statements. Go watch Brian Nita's statement on Street TV. You will hear her specifically say that Eric Holder called Nipsey Hussle a snitch. Okay, so it's going in a different direction now. We can identify that. It's going in a different direction. But the direction that it's going into now is what Whack 100 said on Adam 22. He said such and such person, Nip had a video out allegedly being extorted, but such and such person, if I died, he did it. I don't get into all of that shit. But that means that those accusations that Whack 100 was saying are true about Nipsey being, and it's crazy because me personally, bro, he was not reckless, man. And just the fact that people trying to call Nip a snitch, bro, that's so disrespectful to me. I don't believe that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe that Nipsey Hussle was reckless, bro. You think about it. This is my perspective. You are a multi-millionaire. You dealing with a nigga in front. Think about it. If I'm a multi-millionaire, right, and I got a nigga that's high on drugs in front of my face, first of all, talking to me, I'm not finna say nothing. And I know you a shooter. If I know you a gunner, I'm not about to offend you, partner. I'm sharp enough. I'm smart enough to know, nigga, you have nothing to lose. So nah, nigga, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be suave, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing I'm not gonna disrespect you, bro. I'm not gonna jump out my body on you because I could easily let you win the conversation and have somebody else come deal with you. You see what I'm saying? Like nigga, I got muscle for niggas like you, bro. My muscle is long enough to, you know what I'm saying, double back and go smack the shit out you. I don't gotta touch a nigga. I'm a millionaire. You see what I'm saying? That's why I feel like to have the understanding of the mindset of a prolific mindset, you would think, and who's to say Nipsey couldn't have been reckless that day? Everybody got flaws. Nobody perfect. But you cannot convince me that Nip was that was, and if Nip did that, you know, rest in peace and Nip, it's careless on his behalf. That's careless. Like, why would you upset somebody who got nothing to lose and you got everything to gain? Why would, and you know he a killer. You don't got no gun on you at the time. Come on, a nigga jump out with the blue rag. It don't mean you a buster. You be like, you can see a nigga temperature. Like, nigga, you a known killer too? I'm not finna disrespect no killer with nothing in my pockets, bro. And think that a killer won't kill a nigga. Like, it just, it's up in the air, man. But shout out to everybody in this live, bro. Y'all follow me on Instagram. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Over here, man, the Nipsey Hussle sector is going up. Everybody logging in. Everybody got their 1, 2. I need y'all to do y'all big one, man, and subscribe to the channel. Do y'all big one for me one time, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Until then, man, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at NINABOY_TV, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Gang.